Hey guys, today I am going to be starting something new on my channel. I'm going to start doing some Blu-ray reviews on my channel now. Now, I'm not going to be doing reviews on newer films that are coming out like Blu-ray DVD combo packs. I'm mostly going to be doing Blu-ray reviews on films that have either already been out for a while or if it's a newer release on of an older film. Um, I mostly want to do these reviews because I want for anybody out there that is looking to upgrade, if they have a DVD copy of a particular film and they want to know if the Blu-ray is worth upgrading to or picking up, then I think that they can watch my review and they can tell if they want to go out and spend money on a new Blu-ray release of a certain film. And like I said, I'm not going to do this for every single new Blu-ray that I get. I'm mostly going to do it for films that I really enjoy, or films that I just think don't get talked about a lot on Blu-ray. And I'm sure a lot of these movies people have already seen, but I just want to do these reviews. So for anybody that wants to know if the Blu-ray is worth picking up, or if they're just looking to check the movie out and buy it for the first time on Blu-ray, then I'm hoping my reviews can help them out as well. And like I said, I don't really buy Blu-ray DVD combo packs, or I don't really buy a whole lot of newer films in general. So a lot of these movies are going to be films that have been out and people probably have already seen the films. I just want to give details and insight on the Blu-ray release of these films. So a lot of these are going to be films that people have already seen. But the first Blu-ray review that I'm going to be talking about is of a film that I absolutely love. It was one of my favorite films growing up, and it's still one of my favorite films today. As you guys know, I did a video where I talked about my Tornado movie collection, and I talked about how I had a huge fascination with tornadoes back when I was younger. Well, one of the main reasons behind my fascination was watching this movie, and this movie was one movie that really fascinated me when it came out. I thought that the special effects were spectacular in it, and it's one movie that I really grew up watching, and it's absolutely one of my top 5 favorite films. And that movie was released in 1996, sorry I had to check, and that is Twister, starring Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt. As you guys saw, I picked this Blu-ray up last weekend when I went to Best Buy, and I'm really glad I did because this has always been one of my favorite films. Like I said, I grew up watching it on VHS. Originally, my dad recorded it for me on tape, and then I actually bought the actual VHS tape of the movie, and then I got the DVD, and now I have the Blu-ray of it. And yeah, so what I'm going to start doing with these particular reviews is I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail about the movie, because most of these movies are films that I'm sure people have already seen. For these reviews, I'm just going to go into what this Blu-ray has to offer. What does the transfer of the movie look like? Does the movie sound good? What does the picture quality of it, look like? And then I'll give my review on all the features on this film, on the Blu-ray. So yeah. First off, I'm going to go with the artwork. Now, as you can see, this is the artwork right here on it. It's pretty much a close-up of the original poster. If you've seen the VHS or the DVD cover art, this picture is actually a lot bigger, and the tornado is further away from Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt right here. But in this one, you get this kind of dark, sort of a gritty type of tone to it. It's a lot darker than the original DVD cover of it, and it's a more closer up photo, and I do like the way it looks. You can also, I guess it brings out more of the darkness of this movie. This movie, has always sort of had sort of a dark undertone to it, and it really does bring it out on this cover. I really do like the way that they only changed it slightly, and I think it adds to it. I really do enjoy this. I preferred the original artwork on it, but I think I do really like this as well. Take a look at the spine. It says Twister right here, and then there's actually a shot of the tornado again destroying the barn, which is on the same as the cover. And then on the back, you have a shot of Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt when they're underneath the bridge during their first encounter with the tornado in the movie. Just such an intense scene, you know, when they're trapped underneath the bridge as the tornado goes overhead of them, and it's really a really great scene. And then it lists all the special features and everything, and of course the video, and the audio. So I'm going to go ahead and talk a bit about the transfer of the movie. This film is back in 1080p high definition. It's made for 16.9 enhanced widescreen. You got a 481 or 480p standard excuse me, let me restart that. It's got a 1080p high definition 16.9 a high definition sound, and is made for 16.9 TVs. The audio is a Dolby True HD with English 5.1. The transfer of this movie looks really good. I really love the transfer of it. It's not a major step up from the DVD, but that's only because the DVD really isn't that old. It was a great transfer on the DVD, and this Blu-ray has an absolutely great transfer. The movie looks really good. It's been, cleaned up really well for this release, and I really did enjoy the transfer. Like I said, it's not a major difference between the DVD, but it does look really good. Everything is nice and crystal clear, and I really like the transfer of this film. The movie also sounds great. Like I said, a Dolby True HD. I don't have an HD TV, so I really couldn't appreciate the sound for what it was. But it really does sound good, and it's got a really, the sound of it is clear. You can pretty much hear pretty much everything from, every line that the actor says to the roar of the tornado. It really does sound really, really great. Now I'm going to go and talk a bit about the special features. Now, all the features that were on the original DVD are also on this, and I'll talk about them quickly. You got a commentary track by the director, Jan de Bont, and visual effects supervisor, Stefan Fardmir. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm not a big commentary guy, so I actually did not listen to this yet, but I will soon, and I'm sure it's a pretty insightful commentary. I think I heard it on the DVD, and I remember it being pretty insightful. Then there's also the two featurettes that were on the DVD was HBO First Look, The Making of Twister, which was done the same year that the film came out, and this one has interviews with the director, the visual effects supervisor, the producer, as well as interviews with the two, the main cast members, Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt, and they give their interviews just on the set of the tornado, and they go into really great detail on how they created a lot of the special effects, which is really cool. It's really cool just seeing how they made them, because Twister for its time had some of the best special effects created for a tornado, or for a film about tornadoes at that point, and the special effects, I think they still hold up today. When you look at newer national disaster films like The Day After Tomorrow or Into the Storm, which I have not seen yet, but when you compare them to those, Twister still probably has the best tornado effects in a movie still. It also has the music video by Van Halen, Human Beings, which is I'm a huge fan of Van Halen, as you can see, and I really do enjoy the song, but that's personal preference. If you're a fan of Van Halen, then I'm sure you'll be a fan of the song as well. They did the song for the soundtrack of the movie, as well as the original theatrical trailers. There's also another documentary called Anatomy of a Twister, which was also on the DVD. It's actually a much shorter documentary. There's again the same interviews that was in the making of Twister. There's really they don't go into a whole lot of detail about the making of the film. However, they share some information on it, but it's just a really quick sort of a quick feature. Now this new Blu-ray has two new featurettes. The first one is Chasing the Storm Twister Revisited, which I believe where does it say it? 2008 is when the this Blu-ray came out, so I'm assuming that featurette was done in either 2008 or 2007, and it basically has the director, the special effects supervisor, and the producer of the film basically going back and talking about the film. On the it also has a new interview with Bill Paxton, which was really cool to see him. And they really go into a lot of detail about what it was like filming the movie, and he talks about his his relationship during the film with Helen Hunt. Not relationship as in they were together. I mean relationship as cast members together. And he really goes into a lot of detail about what it was like working with her. I wish that Helen Hunt would have done a new interview for this Blu-ray, which I was a bit disappointed that she didn't. And no other cast members have interviews on any of the featurettes on this Blu-ray. It's mostly just Bill Paxton, and there's two of them with Helen Hunt. So I was a bit disappointed with that. I wish that they would have came back and done a new interview. I wish that more cast members did more interviews, but still, it was still nice to see them talk. It was still cool hearing Bill talk about what it was like working on the film. The Chasing the Storm documentary also goes into a lot of new behind-the-scenes footage, and it goes into a lot of great detail on how they made all the special effects. Personally, I think it's a better documentary than the Making of Twister documentary, because they go into a whole lot of, they pretty much tell you how they made every single special effect on the movie, from the classic scene of, Bill and Helen being sucked up into the tornado at the beginning of the movie, or the opening sequence. All of it is, you get a lot of great detail on how they made the featurettes. So I must say that the Chasing the Storm featurette is probably my favorite feature on this Blu-ray. Now the last thing that this Blu-ray has is the History Channel documentary Nature Tech Tornadoes, which I think the copyright was 2005. And it's basically a clip from a TV show of about nature, and it goes into a whole lot of detail about tornadoes and how they've evolved from the years. It talks about the first tornadoes that were ever captured on film. It talks about the first time, the first major tornadoes, in Kansas. And it also goes into a lot of detail about the real storm chasers, the real people that are out there and going after these tornadoes. And it's got a lot of great interviews, and they talk about, the new technology that they're using to help save people's lives. And they talk about how the technology has advanced for years, and of how that with this new technology that they have, so many more people can be saved by tornadoes now with the new technology. And they go into a lot of great detail on this feature about what these the people that work for the National Weather Service, what they do to get the warning system out and get people down to safety. And it's a really great documentary. If anybody wants some, I really like that they included it onto this Blu-ray, because it actually talks about how scientists are dealing with tornadoes today, and how they are in real life. And it also has a lot of great actual video footage of tornadoes. And I like that they included it, so that for anybody that has seen the movie Twister and wants to know how scientists really handle it, and how that the technology really works, they can watch that documentary, and they can get a lot of, they can't get a whole lot of info, but they can get a good outline as to what scientists are doing to help save people's lives. So I really did enjoy that that Nature Tech Tornadoes documentary. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. So yeah, I must say, the final thing I want to talk about is the disc design, or the disc menu, I mean. Now, if you guys have had the DVD, then the opening menu for the DVD actually shows clips from the movie, and they're all moving, and it's got sound to it and everything. I must say, I was really, really disappointed with the Blu-ray menu of this. There's really nothing special about it. Basically, it just has everything listed. It has special features listed, and then a list of all the features. There's one section for the music video, and scene selection, and then at the bottom of the scene it says play movie, and then that's pretty much it. And then in the background there's a shot of a tornado from the movie, and I was really disappointed because for a lot of the Blu-rays that I've seen, you know, they always do something cool with the new Blu-ray menus. Um, and I like when they do that. I like when they put a lot of good effort into the main menu sequence. You know, even though some people might just use the pop-up menu, I still enjoy just going to the actual menu of it and actually clicking, you know, if I want to watch the movie or the features. And honestly, I was really disappointed with the main menu feature. That's the biggest, probably the biggest flaw on this entire Blu-ray. I was just pretty disappointed with it. Because it just wasn't there just wasn't really much there. It just had everything listed, and that was pretty much it. But other than that, I highly recommend this Blu-ray. If you're looking to upgrade this movie, and you want to, and I highly recommend picking this Blu-ray up if you're looking to upgrade this movie. It's a really great Blu-ray. Like I said, the transfer is really good. The sound's really good. The new special features, although there's not a whole lot, there's really only 2 new featurettes, are still really cool to see. And yeah, I definitely think that this is an all-around great Blu-ray for a really great movie. And like I said, if you've seen this movie and if you've had it on DVD and you're looking to upgrade, then I do highly recommend upgrading this movie to Blu-ray. But anyway, guys, that was my first Blu-ray review. Feel free to let me know what you think about the movie Twister, because like I said, it's always been one of my favorite films. And yeah, I'm a huge fan of it, and I want to know what you guys think about it. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll probably be doing more of these Blu-ray reviews. I won't be doing a whole lot of them, though. I'll do one every once in a while. It's not going to be... I'm not going to be one of those YouTubers that review every single new Blu-ray release. I'm mostly going to do it for, like I said, films that I enjoy or films that have been out for a while that people might be looking to upgrade. So, yeah, don't expect a whole lot of these, but I will be doing more of these in the future. Anyway, guys, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks to everybody for subscribing. It really means a lot to see you guys share these videos around and spread my videos to all, everybody that, all your friends and everything. It really means a lot. So, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all later.